What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, shocking news as two-time Olympic gold medalist, three-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasily high-tech Lomachenko, who is now 17 wins, 3 losses, no draws, 11 wins by way of knockout, 35 years of age, 5'6" with a 66-inch arm reach. He's coming off of a loss where he considered it to be controversial to undefeated, undisputed lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney, who is now 30 wins, no losses, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. He is 24 years of age, 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach. That took place this past Saturday, May 20th, Las Vegas, Nevada, MGM Grand Garden Arena. And Lomachenko, he lost a unanimous decision in favor of Devin the Dream Haney. With that said, he felt like he won the fight. And Vasily Lomachenko, he's now shockingly petitioned the World Boxing Association, better known as the WBA, President Gilberto Mendoza, to become the mandatory challenger to undefeated three-division world champion, 5-time world champion, who simultaneously held the WBA super title at super featherweight, the WBA regular title at junior welterweight and lightweight, and he also held the IBF super title at super featherweight, that being superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 29 wins, no losses, no draw, 27 big wins by way of knockout. He is 28 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. With that said, Gervonta Tank Davis, he holds the WBA regular title at lightweight, and Igor Klimas and Vasily Lomachenko are petitioning the WBA because they said if the fight is not going to be overturned with Devin Haney, they petitioned to have the fight overturned because they thought they won the fight. But if the fight is not going to be overturned, they are petitioning the WBA to become the mandatory #1 challenger to Gervonta Tank Davis's WBA regular title. Now, we know the WBA and President Gilberto Mendoza recently stated that they wanted to do away with the regular title and they wanted to mandate Gervonta Tank Davis to fight the winner of Lomachenko and Devin Haney, so that way they can get a resolution with the WBA regular title. Now, the problem with this is, first of all, Gervonta Tank Davis, he had his sights set on Vasily Lomachenko. It seemed to be win, lose, or draw, because when the list of opponents that he had in his sights came out, he had Devin Haney on the list. He had Vasily Lomachenko on the list. He had undefeated Olympic silver medalist, two-division world champion, former unified super featherweight world champion, superstar boxer Shakur Stevenson on the list. And he said that this is a fight that he's always wanted, was a Lomachenko fight. So now he's on the verge of possibly getting it. Now, we know Gervonta Tank Davis is the cash cow. He can pick and choose what direction he so chooses to go in. Okay, Gervonta Tank Davis, he's coming off the biggest fight, the biggest lucrative fight of his career, when he defeated former lightweight, undefeated, now junior welterweight title contender, Mexican superstar boxer King Ryan Garcia, who is now 23 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 19 wins by way of knockout. He is 24 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. That took place April 22nd, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. Gervonta Tank Davis dropped Ryan Garcia in the second round with a beautiful counter left hook. Then he dropped him in the 7th round with a level shot that Ryan Garcia didn't recover from, and he got the knockout victory. It did reportedly 1.2 to 1.4 million pay-per-view buys. So with that said, Gervonta Tank Davis also has done the biggest gates at the Barclays Center and at the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C., and he did the 5th highest gate with $22 million against Ryan Garcia. So he is able to pick and choose what direction he so choose to go in, and he and his team have made it abundantly clear that the belt doesn't mean much to him. Okay, the WBA had gave him an ultimatum when he held the WBA super title at super featherweight, the WBA regular title at lightweight and junior welterweight simultaneously. They told him that he had to make a decision and relinquish 2 of the belts. He chose to relinquish the super featherweight title and the junior welterweight, and he kept the lightweight one. Okay, so with that said, this is a massive fight. again, we don't know what direction Devin Haney's going to go in, because he's already made it clear that he's struggling to make 135 pounds. So he stated that there's a strong possibility he can go up to 140 and attempt, to see how his body feels at 140. But eventually he's going to make 140 his home. So they're going to wait and see how everything unfolds. It seems to me that Devin Haney is going to wait till after the June 10th showdown takes place between undefeated, undisputed junior welterweight world champion British superstar boxer Josh Taylor, as he takes on former unified lightweight world champion, now junior welterweight title contender superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney can make himself the mandatory challenger for the winner of that fight. So with that said, it seems like Devin Haney is going to wait to see how that fight unfolds. Then he could fight the winner of that fight in a big fight. So, but he also stated, like I stated, that, he doesn't know what direction he's going to go in. So this could be a big fight. We know Gervonta Tank Davis is on record saying that, Shakur Stevenson is a viable option for him. We know his team recently called out Shakur Stevenson and told Shakur Stevenson to tell legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO Bob Arum to make the fight happen. And if his team don't make it happen, they're doing him a disservice. But the thing about it is Lomachenko is also with Top Rank and ESPN as well. But this is a fight that can be made, okay? If we can't make, now obviously the fans are going to want to see Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Tank Davis over Gervonta Tank Davis versus Vasily Lomachenko. But this is a fight, that should be made, okay? And so with that said, we have to see how this unfolds. But this is a fight that Lomachenko was calling for quite some time. It's a fight that, Gervonta Tank Davis has stated that he wanted. He felt like at one point in time when he was with retired Hall of Fame iconic superstar, 5-division world champion, pound-for-pound king, the pay-per-view king, the man known as Money, Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mayweather Promotions, he felt as if, they were setting him up when Floyd Mayweather stated that he wanted to make a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis and Vasily Lomachenko. Nonetheless, this is a fight that Tank Davis has stated that he wanted, and now Lomachenko and his team officially petitioned the WBA to make him the mandatory for Gervonta Tank Davis WBA regular title. So this is two fights. If Devin Haney moves up to 140, we can see Lomachenko versus Tank Davis, or we can see Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson. Now, since people are saying that it was a robbery and they felt Lomachenko clearly won the fight against Devin Haney, well, guess what? That means that the fight with Gervonta Tank Davis and Lomachenko would be a massive fight because people thought he won anyway, right? And whoever Gervonta Tank Davis fights these days is a massive fight anyway. Now, styles make fights. I think that Gervonta Tank Davis absolutely knocks out Vasily Lomachenko because Lomachenko struggles with pressure fighters. When Devin Haney was aggressive in the fight, coming forward, going to the body, changes levels and using his jab, he rendered Lomachenko inactive. Same thing Teofimo Lopez did, and the same thing Jermaine Ortiz did. But the thing is, down the stretch, they faded, okay? Even Devin Haney in the later rounds started to fade in the later rounds. And that's when Lomachenko comes on strong. Gervonta Tank Davis won't have that problem because he has a lot of power. So the mental and physical pressure that Lomachenko puts on Devin Haney, Jermaine Ortiz, and Teofimo Lopez, he will be way more cautious trying to attempt to put that type of pressure on Gervonta Tank Davis because, well, let's face it, Gervonta Tank Davis has the one-punch equalizing power that Lomachenko makes one mistake and he's going to sleep. So I believe that Lomachenko will be going to sleep if he fights Gervonta Tank Davis, no matter which way you cut it, because Gervonta Tank Davis has a very high ring IQ. He's a very good counterpuncher. He's a southpaw as well. And I think that his power would play a major part in this fight. I think that he would clip Lomachenko. Devin Haney was clipping Lomachenko with punches he didn't see, especially the body work. I think, and Devin Haney landed some uppercuts as well, and that's Gervonta Tank Davis's specialty as well. So I think that, Gervonta Tank Davis would knock out Vasily Lomachenko, but it'll make for an exciting fight. Styles make fights. Lomachenko's angle, he's a southpaw. Has a high ring IQ, so it makes for a very interesting fight. The problem is, can we get Top Rank and PBC and Showtime to work together for a fight of this magnitude? That's ultimately what it would come down to. But at least if they order it from the WBA, barring that Tank Davis decides to vacate the belt, then it would go to a purse bid or something of that nature. We know the A side is Tank Davis, and he will get the lion's share. So drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. What y'all think about this fight? I'm gone.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.